aloha. Welcome to the Growth Cast, man, hosted by the Multifamily Mindset. You're here on Friday for an Aloha Friday drip, and it's going to be a good one, man. It's going to be a good one.
It is.
I think.
No, it's going to be a good one. You're here with Tyler Deveraux, by the way, and Jackson Campbell.
How could it not be? Woo! Man, hey, that should be on your gratitude chart today. You're here with us.
Yes.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Anyway, before we get started here, Ty, before we jump into the topic, just a reminder for everybody to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast. Monday through Thursday, currently, we have daily drips by Dallas Pruitt. Very powerful drips.
Awesome.
Monday through Thursday, he's dropping mindset principles to help us get our week going and get our days started on Monday through Thursday. Then Friday, what you're listening to right now is an Aloha Friday episode where I get the opportunity to sit down with the mastermind himself, Tyler Deveraux, and interview him, talk about a subject, and kind of pick his brain according to the subjects that we get from y'all. So if you have an idea or you want us to talk about a certain subject, please email us at growthcast@themultifamilymindset.com with subjects that you'd like us to cover, questions you'd like to ask Tyler, and we can get them on the list and on the schedule to ask Tyler.
Absolutely.
Those things. And then on Saturday, another extended cut episode is what we call them, where I get to jump in with Dallas and pick his brain, his beautiful mind that he has when it comes to mindset. And we talk about a mindset principle. So Saturday, those episodes are very valuable as well. So thank you for being here. If this is your first time, please make sure to tune in for these other episodes because they are powerful episodes that really make a difference. The only thing we ask is what, Ty?
Share, man.
Yeah.
Share, man. We talk about just share. Once again, there's no fee. The fee is to share.
Yeah.
If you learned something, if it was valuable to you, share it with somebody else.
Yes. That's what we ask. Awesome. Let's dive into today's episode. Today's episode, Ty, I want to talk about how you can make a big splash or make an impact in the multifamily space.
Love it.
All right. A lot of question that comes up pretty often in the network.
Loving your new hat, by the way.
Thank you.
Dal. Jax went and got this hat made.
Yeah.
On it. It's got the M, got the
What
Hawaii
camera should I
on the
look
side. Think bigger. Woo.
We have a big bulk order getting done, but I couldn't wait. I needed a hat. I needed to get one done, so I went and had some made.
Sick, dude. I love it. Okay,
Thanks,
keep
bro.
going. Sorry.
Okay, so we want to talk about why or how you can make an impact in the multifamily space, how you can make a big splash there.
Okay.
One of the questions that we get pretty often, or that I notice pretty often, people asking the question is, how can I add value to you?
Yeah.
So I want to dive into that eventually and even make sure that that's the right question people should be asking. But before we dive into that, how can someone the first question, how can somebody make an impact in the
Well, but I
multifamily
can't.
space?
I got to go back to the other one.
Okay.
Because that is, why do they do that? Hey, how can I add value to you? Because we talk about value creation, leads to wealth creation all the time.
Yeah.
And so they think to themselves, okay, I want to provide value. But probably where we need to do a better job, which is why we can do this right now, is teaching people that if you're going to come to me and you're going to be like, how can I be valuable to you? Well, there's a couple problems with that. Number one, I have no idea how I can be valuable to you or how you can be valuable to me because I don't know what your skill set is. I don't know I have no idea. I mean, I know that there's areas that people could be valuable, but you're asking me now to go do the work to tell you what to do. That's valuable to you.
Right.
Not the flip side.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So do not go and ask people, how can I provide value to you? Don't do that. That's putting a task and something on their plate, not yours.
You're actually doing the opposite of adding value at that point.
Yeah. Yes.
You're doing the opposite.
For real though.
You really are.
You are, man.
Yeah.
You're creating now this person has to think about it. And now they're going to feel bad if they don't go back to you about it or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, how can you make a splash in the multifamily space? Well, I mean, providing value is one of those, but how do you provide value, right? When I look at this, like if you're gonna, how do I make a splash in the multifamily space, right? I look at it in two different areas. Your internal team, like your internal network, right? Like our network at the Multifamily Mindset. Yep. Your other operators within the space, okay, operator side. And then your external network, that's your brokers, that's your investors, that's your other people that help put these deals together. Not necessarily partners with you or within that network, but they're an external network, not an internal network. Does that make sense?
Totally.
So your internal network, I mean, dude, there is a million different ways to provide value. A million different ways. First off, to make a splash, right, is what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. Dude, be committed. Be committed. like, man, it seems so simple, but people's commitment is very minimal.
Yeah.
They're committed as long as everything's going good.
Right.
But what happens the minute that something goes bad? Or not even bad, something that they didn't expect or something that isn't in line with exactly what they hoped would be going on? What do?
Give up.
Not only do they give up,
Find excuses.
they reach out to other people to be like, hey, this is a struggle that I'm seeing. Did you know that there was going to be struggles? Because I'm having a struggle. Or you're having a struggle too? Oh my God, I can't believe we're having struggles. Can you believe that we're their commitment is so minimal.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's baffling. It's like, and we've talked about this before, when somebody brings me a problem and they're like surprised that there's a problem. And I'm like, well, yeah, welcome to the business.
Yeah.
Business is nothing more than solving problems. You ask Pax what I do, he'll say buy apartments, solve problems. That's what he'll say.
Yeah.
Like we're
I love that.
he will.
Yeah.
We're driving home from football practice yesterday, and we were talking about solving problems, and I can't remember how he said it, but anyway, he's like, "Yep, that's what you do. You solve problems. That's what you do, huh?" I was like, "You're damn right. That's what I do. Solve problems."
Love it.
So, dude, be committed to the process. Not like so many people will make these short-term. They'll make long-term decisions based off of a short-term setback.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, don't do that.
No.
Be committed to the process. Anyway.
Dude, be committed. I love that, dude. But also be committed to what it is that you do to add value.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
A lot of the time, just kind of loop back here, a lot of the times we see people asking this question, what can I do to add value to you?
Yep.
What can I do to add value to you in your network, in your life, whatever? That's not the right question to be asking.
Nope.
Straight up, that's the worst question you could ask somebody. Like Tyler just said, you're putting it on them to do the work for you.
Yep.
On what you should do to add value so that they can pay you. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But you have to understand what you can do to provide value and be committed to that.
Love it.
And then at that point, be like, yo, I can do this for you.
Yep.
This can add value to you.
Yep.
Do you want to take part in whatever it is that I have to offer? That's how you should approach these situations. When you are trying to look to add value to others, how do you add value?
Yeah. Who are you?
Yeah. Who are you? Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
When we started
Great
this
question.
space,
Yeah.
raising money was my biggest mental stumbling block in the multifamily space.
Yeah.
But I went in and I realized that I was pretty decent at communication. I love people, and I was pretty decent at communication. I didn't feel like I had money contacts, and I don't feel like I did have money contacts.
Yeah.
But I saw that people needed to put money to work. I also saw that people struggled to raise money. So I was like, you know what? Ryan and I both were like, okay, we're going to be the dudes that raise capital. We're going to be the dudes that help people put their money to work and then build relationships with people to be able to bring that money into the deals. That's who we are. That's the value we're going to provide. So what did we start to do? We started to do exactly that. Yeah. We started to help raise capital. So what would that mean? That means somebody on the network page has a question about raising capital. And this is now it goes deeper than that, right? But in the beginning, that was our boom, bread and butter. Somebody has a question, but really about anything, we would jump on and we would answer them. People would ask a question, and really, do you want to know how you get the answer to that? A lot of times you just go Google that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
These people are so in the weeds with whatever they're doing, they're not even realizing they can do that. So we would just go figure it out, answer the question, share it, right? Whatever we literally would go share. And then we'd create these systems, and we would try different things. We were so committed that we'd go try different things and be like, hey, man, this worked. Let me teach somebody else how to do this. Hey, this is how I approached it, and this worked. So we were committed to what our skill set was, which then what happened? People knew us as the people who raised capital. So people were bringing us deals all the time. All the time. Hey, can you bring capital in this deal? Can you bring capital in this deal? Can you bring capital in this deal? You're damn right we can.
Yeah.
We were committed to that process, right? Then that reached a whole new level because now we're partnering with people strategically who they're providing value to us because they have a different skill set that they're committed to. Mm-hmm. And together we learn from them, they learn from us, and now we have multiple areas where we can provide value.
Yeah.
That's the only way that multifamily mindset even became a thing is because we were committed in one area, partnered with people that were committed in different areas, and then our knowledge base and our experience and everything grew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so valuable. What you just shared could single-handedly make somebody a butt ton of money. what you just explained.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
I just want to point that out really quick,
Yep.
dude. To those that listen to the Growth Cast, this is the value that we're talking about that's provided on this. Tyler just explained how he got started in the multifamily space. If you know anything about Tyler, you know he's worth a lot more money than when he got started. And he's got multiple $1 million companies.
Yep.
Now. Literally
That
what
stems
Tyler
from that.
just shared
Yep.
could get you to where Tyler is now.
Totally.
It's just implementing those things, dude. So thank you.
Choosing a lane and running.
Dude, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
So valuable. So yeah, the learning lesson there is picking that lane, right?
Picking a lane
And committing to it, dude.
committing to it. And then can I add another one?
Yeah.
Which is be a connector.
Yeah.
Because do you know what Ryan Woolley was? Is.
Still,
Not was,
to
not
this
past.
day.
He's the ultimate connector.
Yeah.
The guy knows, it's incredible to me, but he really, like, he'll talk to somebody, and it's not like he just talks to somebody and then forgets. He internalizes, because I don't know where he keeps notes or where he keeps track of this stuff.
In his brain.
For real, and that's a unique thing. You should
Yeah.
keep notes.
Yeah.
But, because what I have to do is I have to keep notes.
Totally.
And I keep notes, and we kept notes in a CRM. I keep notes in my phone, but then he really wants to connect people. Like, he is just like, he was just on a coaching call last week, and he gets on there. What is he doing? He's teaching. He's freaking driving things home, but he's also connecting people. Hey, if you need a deal underwritten, go. Who did he shout out? I can't remember.
I wasn't on that one. I was away with the fam.
If you need a deal I can't remember. He talked about somebody with
In the
underwriting.
network.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
He's always connecting. So be a connector. I believe it's one of the most important ways for you to be able to provide value. But do you know what you have to do to be able to do that? You have to connect with other people.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times you're connecting with somebody thinking that, and this is where you're short-sighted. This is where you have a scarcity mindset. You're connecting with somebody thinking that it's all about you.
Yeah.
But in reality, if you really want to provide value, you're connecting with as many people as possible so that you know when an opportunity arises that somebody needs something, you can be a connector.
Yeah.
If you just go that next step, take that one more step, have that more abundant mentality, that puts you in a position to provide value. What do most people do? They do the minimum, which is connect with people that can help them.
Right.
But if you truly take that next step of connecting with people with the intention to connect them with others, you will be a very valuable player and make a splash in your internal network. This is all still based on your internal network, right?
Yeah.
Your network, other operators, people that you can connect, people you can help, all the above.
Yeah, dude, so powerful. What else, dude? Okay, we talked
Be
about
a leader, dude.
Okay.
Like freaking, hey, man, I just had a conversation, IG conversation, but there's messages back and forth. And they're talking about, hey, man, I'm, are frustrated. I don't know if he was frustrated, but like, man, we're struggling to do a deal, and we feel like there should be more deals that have been done, and there's not. And I was like, dude, first off, number one, understand the market that you're in. Do you mind? I don't know if I've told you this. Do you know how many deals Grant Cardone has done this year? Cardone Capital?
I think you did tell me it's zero.
Zero.
Zero doors.
Is that because of capability?
No.
Is that because people don't want to bring them opportunities? No. Is that because people? No. It's because the market is a unique market. But do you know what's happening in the market? The first half, it was very hard to make a deal work, especially the deals that he's trying to. He's doing freaking
Luxury properties.
yeah. Triple A plus deals.
Yeah.
So understand the market that you're in. Your job is to build these relationships, and now what's happening? Now, dude, our students are seeing more deals, pocket listings. I'm getting text messages now more than ever of pocket listing here, pocket listing there. So your job in that moment is first off, look at the bigger picture, because the comment was, we're not doing deals, and I think it's because of XYZ,
Sure.
victim-based things. And my response back was, be a fucking leader. Bro, are you kidding me right now? Be a fucking leader. That's what I told him.
Yeah.
Like, step up and lead, dude. At that point, when other people start complaining or making excuses, be a leader. Help them through that. You want to know how you can be valuable? Be a leader. Don't let people get caught in the mud. Don't let people get caught in their own freaking victim-based mentality. Step the fuck up and lead, dude.
Yeah.
Lead. Whatever energy you give out, love, hate, anger, kindness, whatever, you're going to get it back in one way or another. So, dude, be positive, solution-based, and help people do the same. I was just out in Oakland, right? Mm-hmm. And I was talking to, I think it was James McCabe, who comes out and helps us, part of the network.
Shout out, James.
And he's in the restroom, and he hears these two students talking. They don't know he's in there, or maybe they don't know who he is. I don't know. But one of them says, man, these what do you think, man? These guys are just trying to sell coaching, huh? Don't you think that? And the other guy says, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I just spent an hour in a consultation with my strategist and felt all the love, and they've just helped me with my business a ton. I don't know what you're talking about. Walks out of the room. And the other guy was like, oh, like to himself says, oh, shit. But you know what? That dude's a leader, man.
Yeah.
That dude's a leader. His name's Corey. He used to be a quarterback for, I can't remember. But Corey, if you're listening to this, which I guarantee he's listening to this, I'm pretty sure that was you who did that. I'm pretty sure. If not, well, then I'm giving you a shout out, and you don't deserve it, so you better do it next time. I'm pretty sure it was him, though.
Okay.
But, dude, that was the conversation.
Yeah.
Be a leader, man.
Yeah.
Learn, share, don't let people get caught in the mud.
Yeah, dude, don't let people get caught in the mud.
Yep.
Such a good thing. In multiple ways, not just mindset too, dude. There's multiple ways where you can be a leader. To help people stay on track to what it is.
Yes.
We just talked about committing.
Yep.
Committing to their lane.
Yep.
Help people stay in their lane. Help people commit and just support them in what it is that they're doing.
That's it.
And know that that's their job.
Can I give you an example?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lady comes up to me. And, dude, when I tell you one of my favorite parts of the boot camp is to see transition, it's awesome, man. Transition day one, or conversation day one is, can I do this? Meaning she's brand new.
Yeah.
And she says, can I do this? I have to, I feel like I have to do this, but I know nothing. I was like, dude, my comment was, skill set, anybody can learn the skills. Like anybody, the skills are the easy thing, man. Anybody can learn that. But that grit, that drive of I have to do it, I'll take that over skills all freaking day. When I'm hiring anybody, it's not what's their skill set, it's are they hungry? Are they going to be excited to be in here? Are they going to be hungry? Okay.
Yeah.
That was conversation number one. Conversation number two, and it was an awesome conversation. Like gratitude, hug, tears.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Day two was, hey man, I got this question. Okay, yeah, what's up? Maybe I'm comfortable, but I'm looking around and I don't see anybody that looks like me here. And I go, what do you mean by that? She's like, I don't see anybody that looks like me here. Okay, what do you mean by that? Well, I just see some white dudes. There's a black lady. I just see white dudes. I'm like, okay, what's your real question? And she's like, well, no, that's my real question. I'm like, no. What's your real question? Because, well, I got Cindy, she's a woman of color. I got James, he's of color. I got DJ, he's of color. You see people in here that look like you, but what's your real question? Because for whatever reason, you are in here and you're like, well, there's not this. And I told her, I was like, let me tell you something, ma'am. I know your question is deeper because I'm just telling you right now, when I go into a room, I'm not going in there and being like, well, I'm only going to, if there's not somebody in here that is white, bald, and, has pink pigmentation, then I can't learn from, get the fuck out of here. That's not what you're here to do. You're here to learn, and you want to know, can you do it? But you're in here looking for some reason subconsciously as to why you can't do it. There are people that you can connect with, like that you can see yourself in, but you refuse to see yourself in them because there's not an exact number. It has to be 3 like this and 3 like this. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not how it fucking works. I don't go and pick a team based off, hey, I need 3 whites, 3 black people, 3 Asians, 3. It's not how I do it. I'm going to ask who can come help, and those people can come help. Yeah. But listen, if that's truly your worry, if that's truly what's holding you back, then step the fuck up and be a leader. Yeah. Dude, you're giving me an impossible. You're giving me an impossible. I will never look like you. I'll never be a black lady. Yeah. I just won't. Yeah. But so your job is, if that is your struggle, there are people that I will be able to inspire. You want to know how I know? Look in this room. There's 200 people in here that I've inspired somehow. That's why they're here. Yeah. But you are going to be able to inspire people that I never will be able to because you look like you. But for some reason, you're looking for people that look like you to inspire you. No, dude, if you want to do that, you have to be that person that steps up. Yeah. You're the only person that looks like you. There's a lot of people of color in multifamily. There's a lot of people that are women in multifamily, but you're the only motherfucker who looks like you. Yeah. So step up and do that, man. Yeah. That's your job. Quit looking for ways you can't do it and step up and go and do it. Yeah. You guess what? James is going to be able to inspire people that I never will. You will be able to inspire people that I never will. We've talked about this, right?
Yeah.
That I never will be able to.
Yeah.
But the only way that you're ever going to be able to inspire them if you step up, be a fucking leader,
Right.
and put yourself in a position to inspire them.
Right.
It's like, grow yourself, be a leader, and don't let yourself get caught in that bullshit, dude.
That bullshit. Exactly.
A little bit of a tangent, but
no, but it's important, dude.
Yes, that's how you make a splash.
Dude, and that's an example of multiple different dumb excuses that people come up with, dude. It's like and that's really at the end of the day all that it is looking for a reason to why can't you.
Yes.
One of the things we talk about all the time, dude, is there will always be a reason why you can't do something.
Yep.
There will always be that reason.
Yep.
You will always find it if you're looking
Always.
for it. Whether it's what you're talking about right now with race, whether it's whatever it is, dude, you will always find a reason not to if you're scared.
Totally.
You have to be stronger than that and find the reason to do it.
You have to.
Why you're going to do it.
So how do you make a splash? Be committed to making a splash, being a leader, growing yourself.
Yep.
Dude, there's 6 things that hold people back, okay? Fear, limiting beliefs, negative mindset, excess stress, shitty habits. So if you're looking at, you want to know how can I provide value? Overcome fear, overcome limiting beliefs, help people overcome fear and their limiting beliefs, overcome a negative mindset, overcome excess stress and take stress off of other people's plates, and create better habits and inspire people to do the same. Like as you overcome them, you're going to help other people do the same. So grow yourself. We talk about this transition though. Having that tough conversation, it was a tough conversation, but I'm going to tell you right now, Sunday, you saw a whole new person. A whole new person. This conversation we were just having.
Yeah.
A whole new person. What she was doing, dude, she was the biggest freaking cheerleader to everyone in that room that day.
Awesome.
She literally, she didn't just take it and get offended. She took it and went to go grow others. It was powerful, man. You asked Strat who was there. It was powerful. She cheered, and like literally people would like be moving forward and she'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you. Like, dude, it was amazing, dude.
Awesome.
It was amazing. So dude, how do you provide value? You do those things, man.
Dude.
Yeah.
And that's making a splash.
It's making a huge
It's
splash.
making a splash, dude. The ripple effects that come from things like that
Yeah.
is incredible. It's
Incredible.
incredible, dude. Okay, so we've talked about inside the network, externally, external network. How can you make a splash there?
You can also connect.
Yeah.
You can also connect.
Yeah, dude,
Like,
that's great. Connect with the people that are inside your network.
yes.
Yeah, you're
Yep.
doing both things there.
So I look at Stephanie, our attorney. My gosh.
Yeah.
My mind just went blank for a second.
Yeah.
Stephanie, who's our attorney. She just connected us with somebody else that she knew that helps us do a deal. Like she knew that they had a problem. She knew that we could solve that problem. She connects. Now, Stephanie is not a partner of ours, but she is somebody from our external network who feels like a partner because I just love her.
Yeah.
But she connects us, okay? So the same can also be true. Do you want to know why she would connect us? How many people have we referred to Stephanie? I don't even know how many.
Yeah, countless, a lot.
Countless,
Yeah,
dude. So but we refer to these people that have had an impact on us, and we talk about them all the time. We provide value by, once again, referring, connecting, right? Without any expectations. You have to remove your expectations. Can I drill home on this?
Yeah.
So many times we provide value to somebody with this expectation of getting some sort of a return from them. You can't do that, dude. You have to know that there's going to be a return, because there will absolutely be a return, but only if you don't expect a return.
Yeah.
Expectations are prideful, dude. It's prideful. It's lusting after something.
Man,
it really
I like
is.
that, yeah.
It is, though.
Yeah.
When true providing value, that's love.
Yep.
You have to remove, it's only love, though, if you remove the expectation. It's only valuable if you remove the expectation.
Yep.
It's truly wanting to give with no expectation of return. But knowing that there is going to be a return somewhere, some way, somehow, it's not even a question, so quit worrying about it.
Yeah.
If you're worrying about it and you don't see it exactly how you expected to see it from this exact person, well, now you're going to turn into anger, fear, resentment.
Whoa. Yep.
Right?
Jinx 1, 2, 3. No, but exactly, dude. It's so valuable. And it's exactly that, dude. So no, thank you for sharing that. Be a connector.
Yeah.
Be a connector. Help people. Oh man.
Just be easy to do business with, too.
Yeah.
Be easy to do business with. Don't be a pain in the ass. Be responsive back and forth. So how do you provide value to somebody in your external network? Be responsive.
Yeah.
They ask you questions, reply back.
Yep.
Reply back. You might not know the answer. That's not the point. The point is be responsive and let them know, hey, I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Hey, so that they're not sitting there wondering. They're not sitting there worrying. They're not sitting there doubting or whatever. Like be easy to do business with.
Yep.
That helps them check things off their list so that they can continue to move forward. The more things that you have undone out here, dude, the harder it is to have mental clarity.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. When you reply back to somebody, that helps them check something off their list.
Yep.
That gives them more mental clarity. And there's no better way that you can provide value to someone than help them gain more mental clarity.
Oh, that's very true.
Right?
So valuable there.
Yep.
No. Oh, man. Thank you for sharing that. I wanted to kind of loop back into the not having expectations.
Yeah.
When you don't have expectations for somebody, dude, I kind of wanted to hammer down on that too.
Okay.
Right? You talked to, because it's almost kind of a tricky thing. I want to make sure that people understand. Provide value without expecting a return or with no expectations, but knowing you're going to get it on the back end.
Yep.
It's kind of a tricky thing. It's kind of like
an abundant mind.
It's an abundant, but it's exactly what it is. The very last thing that I wanted to point out that you said was know that you're going to get a return, but then forget about it.
Yep.
Just do things out of service, but knowing that you understand the principle that you're going to get that back one way or another.
That's it.
It's also very important to really look at those opportunities and those situations and realize that sometimes you're not going to get the value back the way you expected it.
No.
Like you said, sometimes it's going to come and you may not even see that it's coming a certain way, but that's why you forget about it.
Yep.
You know that the value is going to come and you may not ever actually realize that and may not actually ever visually see that service you did for somebody came back, but knowing that and understanding that principle, knowing that it's going to provide value to you one way or another.
Drill down on this a little bit.
Yeah, I want you to.
There's a lot of people that listen to this that are spiritual, that have faith in whatever you believe in. Okay, we'll call it God, but whatever you believe in, okay? Because that comes in many different forms. But if you truly have faith in a higher power, I promise you that God is a God that thinks bigger. Thinks bigger than you think.
Yeah.
It was my point.
Yeah.
So you may have this expectation that you're going to provide value here and get it back in this return that you've defined. When in reality, God has something bigger and better in store for you. And if you truly trust that, you remove this expectation. You have faith and trust, abundance. All faith is abundance. That's literally what it comes down to. You have this abundant mind to know that you're going to get a return bigger and better than maybe you can even think up of here. So God is a think bigger God, which I just listened to this podcast from Joel Osteen that was so great, dude. Rowan actually sent it over. It was awesome. And I talked about that. Whatever your goals are, whatever you think is possible, trust me, God has something bigger in store. So same thing, man. When you go provide value to somebody, know that you might have this expectation of how you hope that it gets returned back. There's something bigger in store for you. There's something bigger in store if you remove your expectation and truly just give with the most pure intent. Yeah. You have to force yourself to do that. And you want to know how you get better at doing that? You just give more.
Just do it.
You go give.
Yeah.
It's like the more that you give, the less, and I look at money as an example. The more money that I give away, the more that I become detached to the money. And so the less value I put on money, which is a great thing, because the less value that I put on money, the more, because I know that I'm going to get it back. So the more, tithing is an example. This isn't a spiritual podcast, but I'll tell you that principle in and of itself is, let's flip it. I met a lady this weekend where her goal wasn't to donate 10%. Her goal was to donate 90 and live off the 10.
Wow.
That was her goal. That's sincere. That's what she wants to do.
Yeah.
That person has an abundant mindset.
Yeah.
And now that 10, some of you may look at that and be like, well, what is that? What is she going to live in poverty? No, dude, that 10 can be massive, a massive number. If you're giving away 90, trust me, dude, that 10 will be a massive number.
Yeah. It's awesome. Okay, Ty, I wanted to ask you this. Has there ever been an instance where someone has made a big impact on you? And if so, what was that? So we can maybe learn from that experience.
Ever made an impact on me?
Yeah, a big splash. Maybe one that's been like a big splash in your network, in your business.
I mean, I mean, that question, like, of course there is. Like, can I spin it?
Yeah.
Has there been people that have made an impact without them even realizing that they've made an impact?
Yeah.
Do you think that's happened?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Because have there been people who make an impact? I mean, shit, dude, every freaking day.
Yeah.
Are there people that make an impact without them even realizing that they've made an impact? Every day.
Yeah.
So what I would like to do is be better at letting people know that they've made an impact. Sometimes I don't even recognize the impact they've made until I'm thinking about it later, until I have a moment of stillness and quietness, But yeah, dude, yes, all the time. Like I see people. Well, can I give an example?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Last week. Oh yeah, that's what you're asking for. yeah. I was hoping you would.
I was hoping you'd get there,
dude. I'm looking for a post on our network page, and I'm scrolling through looking for this post. But as I'm scrolling through, I'm looking at all these posts from everyone out there, and questions that questions that are posed, and people answering those questions. Positivity, encouragement. This whole way through as I'm scrolling down, and literally I became emotional about it. And I was like, dude, this is what I dreamed of when we started this whole thing.
I remember.
It was literally, it's what we dreamed of.
Yeah.
And I got emotional about it, and I recorded a video. I don't know if you saw this, but I recorded a video and posted it on the network of just gratitude. Like, those people as they're posting out there, they don't know that it's going to impact me. They still to this day don't know that it's their post that I read that impacted me to send that. They probably don't even know.
Yeah.
But yes, dude, all the time. That's what's crazy is most of the people that you impact. Have you ever read? In fact, can I give a book reference?
Yeah,
but I got to pull it up real quick.
Absolutely. Everybody loves your book references.
5 People You Meet in Heaven
By Mitch Albom.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, there we go. It's a great book, man. It's just a story, but really the point of that book is that there are people that you're impacting that you don't even know you're impacting. Obviously, we didn't plan to even talk about this at all.
No.
But it's like that is the point of the book. You should read that book. And what it helps you understand is that if you live your life in a way, dude, when you get to heaven, you're gonna realize the impacts that you've made. Dude, we talked about direct returns and indirect returns. The direct returns are easy, dude. You see them, you get them. It's the indirect returns that you have no idea about that are really the game changer.
Yeah.
Brittany and I and Ed Milet says this. He says most things are caught, not taught. Caught, not taught, right? You can teach something, but really most of the time things are caught, not taught. So you have to live your life in a way that people can catch what you're trying to teach, right? Who are you? Are you a leader? Are you a positive, growth-oriented person? Are you a solutions-based person? Are you a person that provides value? And if you live yourself in that light, that way, there's going to be a lot of people lined up in heaven, maybe more than 5, that let you know the impact you've made.
Yeah, dude, and it's that lifelong principle is your actions speak louder than your words.
Yeah.
They always will.
Yeah, always.
Always will.
Yeah.
No, so impactful. I wanted to loop back into how can you make an impact without realizing you're making an impact.
Yep.
One of the things that you've taught me that's really stuck with me is you can make an impact on whatever situation you're going into if you're going into it with a positive mindset and a positive energy. Like you can make an impact. You can come into a room where you have no idea what's going on. But if you come in with a smile on your face, positive, happy to help with whatever the issue may be or whatever may be going on to impact and help, that's a huge way that you can add impact and make a splash in literally everything you do in your life.
Totally.
Is being cautious of the energy that you bring in and out of spaces and situations.
I love that, man. Energy's a currency,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so I'm going to drill down on a couple, okay? People that have had an impact that they probably don't even know they've had an impact. 1, Todd Miller.
Yeah.
Todd Miller has an impact without him knowing. He's probably the most undervalued person in our company. For real. He's an owner.
Mm-hmm.
He is in the background.
One of the founders.
Yep. He's in the background, man. He's not looking for that limelight, right? He's just not. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what Todd did way back in the day and then what he does today. Way back in the day, I've known Todd for a long time.
I love this story, dude.
Yeah.
I love Todd, and I love this story. Go ahead.
And I had been working with somebody who didn't necessarily help me see my value. I didn't know what my value was. I was just in a period of my life where I was kind of like just lost a little bit. Confused. This is my early 20s, dude. And Todd pulled me aside, and whether he really saw this or not, what he said was, Tyler, dude, the reason that you're struggling is because you're not being yourself. Dude, the Tyler that I see outside the workspace, if you were that Tyler in the workspace, you would freaking crush, man. Nobody would be able to compete with you. You've got to be yourself, man. Tomorrow, I'm gonna give you these opportunities, but you got to promise me this: just be yourself. Be yourself. And that took me from it was a sales environment, and I had just been let go from that company, because I was the lowest man, and then I had an opportunity to come back, and that was at the first of the year, and that one conversation took me from the lowest point to, dude, I was the top sales representative of the year that year, the top salesperson. It went from somebody who just got let go to why? Because Todd helped me believe in myself and helped me just be comfortable in my own skin. Todd will never have any idea how much of an impact that's made on my life, ever. No matter how many times I tell him, he'll never know the impact that it's made, ever. I'll give you another one. Shay and Joe. Shay and Joe are our marketing company. Well, they are the owners of the marketing company that we work with. Okay? And when we started Multifamily Mindset, we get on, and I've known of Shay and Joe for a long time. I have a huge respect for Shay and Joe. And we get on this call. Were you on that first initial call?
Yeah.
And I'm nervous, dude.
Yeah.
Here's Tyler. He's the brand. Let me introduce you to him, okay? Well, once again, it's just this, like, I go in there and it's like, okay, I'm that dude. Remember this. Get on this call, and then, present what we have to do. And they're on board. But after that, they're on board. We have this conversation after, and they said, man, getting on there, we weren't sure if this is what we wanted to do. But getting on there and meeting you and seeing that your intent was pure, seeing like who you were as a person and what you wanted to accomplish as a person, made us fully bought in, man, to who you were and what we wanted to do. We wanted to promote you to the world. That was a conversation we had out in Hawaii afterwards. That has had a bigger impact on me than they'll ever know. Yeah. Like, it's those little things that, once again, I've told them, maybe. I don't know if I've even told Shane and Joe that.
Yeah.
But there's times in somebody's life when they need somebody to believe in them. You don't know that they're in that position. And in fact, I didn't come off in that call like I needed somebody to believe in me.
No, you didn't.
It's not how I came off.
Yeah, no, you didn't at all.
But they believed in me.
Yeah.
And any time that somebody believes in you, it enhances your belief in yourself. Now, you have to have that belief in yourself, but anytime somebody does, it's powerful. So, anyway.
No, dude, it is. A learning lesson from that is be the Shay and Joe in other people's lives and be the Todd in other people's lives.
That's it.
Enhance people's beliefs, dude. That's an incredible way that you can make a splash.
Totally.
I want to kind of loop back to Todd's thing, dude.
Yeah.
The situation that you had with Todd, I believe that people are still feeling the ripple effects from that, dude.
Oh,
massive.
Yes.
Massive ripple. Like, I've been somebody that's benefited from that. Everybody in the Multifamily Mindset Network is somebody that has benefited from that opportunity and that experience that you had with Todd. So, no, dude, it's really incredible. How long was that conversation that you had with Todd? 30 seconds?
Yeah.
5 minutes at the max?
Yeah.
It was a quick conversation.
Yeah.
That's made a massive impact on your life. Pay attention to those instances. I guess that's what I really want to say to everybody is pay attention to when you're in the position to be a Todd or a Shay and Joe, to uplift and support and enhance those other people around you. Be it, because you never know the impact and the splash that it'll make.
And that goes positive and negative.
Sure.
Positive and negative, dude.
Yeah.
There's these little things that you have the ability to impact somebody in a negative way just from you being short-sighted.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll never know how much you fucked that person up. Maybe you'll never know. But if you did know, you would feel horrible about it.
Yeah.
And it was all because you didn't have enough of an understanding to know that in that moment, that moment that person didn't need whatever it was that you gave them, dude.
Yeah.
They just needed a smile.
Yeah.
They just needed a hug.
Yeah.
They just needed a not you to be a dick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Be cautious. Be cautious of those things. Tyler, is there anything else you want to add here as we're wrapping up?
No, dude, if you want to make a splash, here's what it comes down to. It's very simple. Decide to go make a splash. Decide. to go make a splash. Decide to be, you're going to be that person.
Yeah.
You're going to be that person. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's a commitment to, yes, I'm going to be that person. So many people are out there with first thing we talked about was commitment.
Yeah.
I'm going to circle all the way back to that because that is the key. Your commitment is fucking weak. If you want to make a splash, be committed. We would have never been able to make the splash that we've had if our commitment was weak.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
If you want to go make a splash, be committed. Be committed to what you're doing. Quit being half-assed into it. Quit doubting yourself. Put your own petty financial needs, concerns aside, and go build up other people and be that person. That's it. Be committed to doing that.
Yeah. Knowing on the back end it's going to help you.
No question.
No question. Tyler, thank you, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
you, bro.
Romney.
Yeah.
Do you have a Hawaiian value?
I don't have a Hawaiian value
Okay,
for
I'm going to
today.
pull one up. Hold on,
Okay,
I got
let's
one.
do it.
Okay, got ya.
Oh,
Laulima.
Laulima. It's a good one.
Laulima means many hands, okay? Laulima means many hands, okay? So that's what it takes, dude. It's what it takes. It takes many hands to make an impact. You're one of many. That's why connecting people is going to be huge. Laulima. When we come together, the multifamily space, why it's so unique is because there is room for multiple partners. It is a team sport. Understand that it's a team sport. So the more that you can connect other people, the more that you can help grow other people, the more that you can grow yourself to grow other people, many hands can come together and friggin' do an amazingly meaningful job in everything that we do. Laulima.
Love it.
Sweet. Y'all, go be that person. Go make a splash in your network, whether that be the multifamily space, your family, whatever it is, and then always live with Aloha. Peace.
Hey.